And welcome to another segment of 10 Count. I'm Steve Kim, joined as always by RingTV's Doug Fischer and the Sentinel's Ken Miller. As we flip the calendar, guys, Ken, I'll go to you first. What are you looking forward to most in 2015 with boxing?
January 17th. Bermain Stiverne and DeAndre Wilder. It's two local. You can say that Stiverne is from Haiti, but he's essentially an American heavyweight fighter. And there's big stakes in this fight because one is with Al Haymon and the other one isn't with Al Haymon. And Don King. I mean, Don King has been a void in the sport of boxing for the last few years, and now he has a heavyweight champion. When this guy has a heavyweight champion, he's got a couple guys in his stable. There are not a lot of guys in his stable. He's got a couple guys in his stable that once he has a heavyweight champion, he knows what to do with it, even at 83 years of age. And if Stiverne annihilates Wilder like I think that he will, Don King will be relevant and alive in Return to Glory in 2015. And I'm looking forward to it because he's a guy who knows how to promote a boxing fight.
Doug?
I think what I'm looking forward to the most in 2015 is Miguel Cotto versus Canelo-Alvarez. I think boxing needs a fight where it ignites two of the most passionate fan bases in the sport, where it's a fight that happens in the United States, like the heavyweight championship, the WBC title, happening in the United States, that it's going to be a huge event. It's going to bring in hardcore fans. It's going to bring in casual fans. And then on the industry side, I think it's sort of the final nail in the coffin of the Cold War because it's Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions working hand in hand with Bob Arum and Top Rank, and they're coming together to make a mega event. They're talking about maybe hosting it at Cowboy Stadium, which would be tremendous if they could actually do that.
And I think there's other ramifications of the fight. I think it's the one fight that HBO, Top Rank, and Golden Boy can make that could knock Mayweather off of May 2nd. Canelo has made it very clear, so has Oscar. Those dates now, Cinco de Mayo, and also the Mexican Independence Day weekend in September, we are taking those from Floyd Mayweather. So I think that is a seismic shift in the business, at least on pay-per-view. I'm going to think a little bit more big picture. The thing I'm looking forward to in 2015, I want to see what Al Haymon does with NBC. Now, we all heard the rumors. He has a multi-million-dollar investment firm, Waddell & Reed, this hedge fund out there in the Midwest. It's bought a load of dates. Some of these are going to be on actual NBC in prime time. And what I want to see is he just going to put on house fights, what I call the Al Haymon Invitationals, where basically the red corner beats the blue corner the whole night, predetermined results, or is he going to put on real fights? Because as much heat as he's taken, guys, as long as he makes good, entertaining, competitive fights,
he's okay by me.
I'm good with Haymon.
Yeah,
I'm good with Haymon.
And I'm curious, the guys who were like champions, guys like Adonis Stevenson, Danny Garcia, is he going to take them off of Showtime and put them on basic cable or on network TV? Because if he does that, if we actually have world champions fighting on network TV or even basic cable, it's a big deal. However, if you take a champion like a Danny Garcia and you put him in against Rod Salka again, somebody at that level, and we just have a blowout, and it's more people see it than watch it on Showtime, that's bad.
You know what Kathy Dubas said? She actually said, believe it or not, Steve, I'm rooting for Al Haymon to do well. And I go, excuse me? She said, yeah, because if he bungles this, he's going to ruin it for us for the next 20 years. In other words, none of us will ever get back on network television again.
It'll turn off other networks from giving boxing a try.
Ken, going to your point, you are picking Bermain Stiverne. Can't we make an argument that Deontay Wilder winning based on the fact he's an American who is an Olympian? Isn't that better for the sport if he should somehow win that fight?
I don't buy that. Look, no. Look.
Really?
Those notions of what's better for the sport of boxing is the guy who's the best fighter. Nobody, I mean, nobody.
Even if it's Rigondeaux?
No.
Really? Are you sure? Even that weight class? Really?
No. I'll say this. Look, Bermain Stiverne is going to annihilate Deontay Wilder. It's not going to go beyond 7 minutes. I'll guarantee you that it's not going to go beyond 7 minutes. This guy is just an amateur. He's still an amateur who's had a whole lot of professional 1, 2, 3, 4 round fights. Bermane Stiverne is patient. There's something that I like about him that I liken to the NBA, to where if you're 30 and over in the NBA, you're really, really a good player. And Bermane Stiverne at 36 years old has got to a point in the heavyweight division to where he understands what it takes to win. And those 2 fights with Areola remind me of the 2 fights that Tyson had with Ruddock. And those 2 fights were fantastic. And I think Areola would beat Deontay Wilder, 3 out of 4 times. I think this fight is really going to put Don King on the map.
All right, looks to be an interesting 2015. This is the 10 count. If you want to follow us on Twitter, you can do so at UCN Live in our Facebook page. So goodbye, everybody. On behalf of Doug Fischer, Ken Miller, this is Steve Kim.